the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream. Pull over! I'm not driving! And if you don't know, now you know.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future, you've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, okay, it's real.
For centuries, our kind has stayed hidden on Earth. But darkness has found us again. Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
Back up.
Oh, I thought we were boys.
You want it? Come and get it.
You brought a human here?
I'm nobody. I ain't even seen nothing. I'm not even seeing anything right now.
Think you hold the lane when you haven't been to aim.
This is not our war.
Optimus, we must trust each other to protect the home we all share.
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
In the end, everything you cared for will be consumed.
Maybe there's another way to save our home.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Yo, Noah, take the wheel.
Mic this. Alright. Well, let me just restart from here. And have played this. Isn't that bad? Alright. Wait, wrong setting. I'm not sure if you can hear me or what, but let's try this. everyone, this is Treadshot360, but you also know me as Treadshot360 Collection because I created another YouTube channel, yeah, which is basically focusing on the Transformers stuff that I have. So anyways, today I'll be gonna do my movie review on Transformers Rise of the Beast. So yes, warning ahead, there'll be spoilers that I'll be gonna talk about. So yeah, and yes, this stream was not working on my other YouTube channel because of like the timing. I'm like, but anyways, this stream will be moved to my second YouTube channel, like I said. Yeah, so basically later on, once I'm done with streaming and stuff, I'll be moving this stream, yeah, this whole video to my second YouTube channel, so that the content that I'm doing right now for Transformers related stuff will be moved to my second YouTube channel. So yes. So start off, let's talk about Rise of the Beast. Yes, I watched the movie yesterday and I have to say this is one of the best Transformers movie that I have ever seen in my entire life. Yes, I know 2007 is also good. Actually, Bumblebee movie is also good, but better, to be honest. Okay, in Michael Bay's universe, the first 3 films I enjoy watching them until 4th and the 5th. They did poorly. I am sorry to say this, and they did badly. So yeah, yeah. Now let's talk about is what are the things that I like from this movie. So the first thing about the movie is actually, before we get into what are the things that I like from the movie, I forgot to tell you guys what is the synopsis of the movie. So guys, let's move on to it. So the film synopsis is Optimus Prime and the Autobots take on their biggest challenge yet when a new threat capable of destroying the entire planet emerges. They must team up with a powerful faction of Transformers known as the Maximus to save Earth. So yes, as we all knew, we have 3 sides, 3 factions of the movie. So in the movie, yeah. So basically, we have the Autobots, Maximus, and the Decepticons, as well as Predacons. Although only one Predacon shows up, I don't know why. So yes. So yeah, I had to warn you. If you don't want spoilers in this stream, shut down the stream. Just shut down the stream, and then not shut down. Just don't watch the stream at all to avoid any spoilers. So yes. Spoilers ahead. So yeah. Now let's talk about is what are the things that I like from the movie. So first of all, the opening scene from the movie. So yes, the opening scene, which is somewhat, I would have to say, is similar to Bumblebee movie, but it only shows the Maximus and the big bad himself, the Unicron. My God, I was actually, when I saw it in the cinema, I was freaking out, and I'm like, whoa, they actually did this, and I feel like a kid again. And yes, yeah, we have there's actually wait, hold on, let me check how many Maximus are there originally. So yeah, so originally there were 5 Maximals in the movie instead of 4. So actually, yeah, I'm warning you all. There's gonna spoilers ahead. So in the opening scene, we have Ape-Link, which was leaked by a long time ago. I don't know who leaked that one. So yeah, Ape-Link was in the movie, and yeah, only Ape-Link is in the movie. So Ape-Link, if you guys didn't know, in some comics, I don't know, he's the Knight, Cybertron Knight in the comics, but in this movie he's the original leader of the Maximals before Primal. So yeah, so they have this artifact called the Transport P to basically to transfer themselves to time and space, and basically they space bridge themselves. So yeah. And yeah, Ape-Link give Primal the transport key so that the Maximus can travel to safety, and Apeling sacrifice himself by fighting off Scourge. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Scourge in this movie is a menace, and as well as the Terracons. But later along the way I will explain it. So yes. So yeah, we have a fight scene of Apeling and Scourge, but it was a minor fight. Basically, it's a short fight scene. As you know, Scourge kills him off, and then takes his badge, basically the Maximal badge, to place it on himself. So basically, Scourge kills whoever stands in his way, and just collect any faction of the badges, basically faction badges, to place himself as a trophy. So yeah, basically it's like a bounty hunter stuff. Then next thing is the next thing is the basically Scourge and the Terracons are basically the henchmen, basically the heralds of Unicron. So yeah, basically Scourge failed to take the transport key, and Unicron, like in the G1 1986 movie, he devours a planet in the G1 style. Then we have the opening scene, so basically a title sequence. So yes, afterwards we have why am I explaining the whole movie? So yeah, the opening scene is one of the best things I've seen. It actually reminds me of the G1 1986 movie, and as well as it reminds me of the mixture of Bumblebee and the 1986 movie. Like they're both versions combined. So yeah. So another one. What are the things I like from the movie? The second one that I'm gonna talk about is the story, the direction, which is easy to follow. Basically, the transport key is the MacGuffin of the MacGuffin in the movie. Basically, in every Transformers movie, there's always been the MacGuffin, except for Bumblebee, because Bumblebee movie is basically Prime give orders to Bumblebee to travel to go to Earth to have a safe refuge from there. So basically the story, the pacing of it is the story and the pacing is good, easy to follow, like I said just now, and it's easy to follow. Then the pacing is good. It's good. I have to say. Third thing, the character development. So basically, in this movie, Optimus Prime has this character development that I never seen before in my entire life. So the character development for Optimus Prime is like, at first he doesn't trust the humans because of he mentioned about the events that happened in the Bumblebee movies. Basically, it takes place. He mentioned himself that it's been 7 years since the Autobots arrived to Earth, and which is pretty long to them. And at first, Prime feels guilty because of basically he doesn't feel guilty. It's more like he misses Cybertron and the home, basically, and his people. So he misses Cybertron, and he just feels bad for the Autobots that they have to be stranded on Earth. So at first he doesn't trust that he doesn't trust and doesn't want the humans to get involved in their war. So, which is one of the things which I noticed about. And compared him to Bayverse, I mean, in Bayverse, I don't see any character development for him. So, sorry to say this. Oh, before we continue, I'll get myself a water first. Hold on. What was I? Yes. Yeah, basically he doesn't trust the humans along the way. At first, in the beginning when he first met Noah, yeah, Optimus Prime at first doesn't see Noah as a soldier because of how basically the character that Noah shows to him at first. So yeah, but along the way he slowly to trust the humans, Noah and the human girl. I forgot what's her name, so sorry about forgetting about her character. So yes, yeah. Basically, along the way, Optimus Prime like slowly trust the humans more because Optimus Primal shows him the way in the film, basically getting him to like understand and trust the humans a little bit more. So yeah, and that's for Optimus Prime. The characters, well, okay, we all knew from the trailers and the movie itself. B died first. First half. No, basically in the first half he died, but later on he'll get revived later on. So that's his character arc. RC not much because she only came there to. She's basically, how do I say this? It's like I don't see any character development for her, but then I know the fact that she did mention about the humans will hunt them down just like Age of Extinction. Just like Age of Extinction where the Autobots doesn't trust. It's either Age of Extinction or the 2007. I must be tripping, I forgot. So yeah, but then slowly like Optimus, she trusts the humans more. So for Mirage, Mirage is a great character. I like him, and he has this humor, the heart and humor. Pete Davidson did a good job on voice acting as Mirage, and I actually like him. At first, when I look at Mirage and his character, he doesn't act like Mirage at all. He acts like a mixture of Smokescreen and Hot Rod. Smokescreen from Transformers Prime, Hot Rod either from 1986 or the Cyberverse. I don't know which one is which. So yeah, for Wheeljack, not so much. I don't see any character development yet, as we all know him as Pablo. Maximus Primal is basically most of them which I know, they have the screen time, but it's just I mean they're okay though. They are all okay. Basically all the characters in the movie are okay. So yes, moving on. The things that I like from the movie, the fourth one is Scourge. Yes, Scourge did a phenomenal job as a villain in this movie. I have to say, this is the first Transformers villain who actually did some action besides 2007 Megatron. So yeah, basically besides 2007 Megatron and as well as Lockdown from Age of Extinction. So, I'm sorry to bring that up. We don't talk about Age of Extinction or The Last Night. So yes. But besides those two, Scourge is the best villain I have ever seen. He's basically the Stephen Wolf of the Transformers. If you guys didn't know, in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Stephen Wolf acts like he's like a servant of Darkseid. So yeah, I see some similarities between these two, and yeah, Scourge being a Stephen Wolf, I definitely see it in both of them. So yeah, and yeah, Scourge being tortured. Basically, in the movie Scourge was show Unicron the half piece of the transfer key to Unicron, but Unicron was dissatisfied of Scourge, so he tortured him just like how he like in 1986 movie Galvatron getting tortured in the movie. So yeah, like basically like pulling the himself apart or something like that. And yeah, the fifth one is there are, if I remember correctly, there are either 2 or 3 soundtracks from the Bay films, the Bay films, which we call them. Yes. There was the, if I remember, there was. Let me try to find the soundtrack. Yeah, Arrival to Earth is one of them, and the other one sounds like Optimus Prime. Either the Did You Forget Who I Am scene from the last night, or some other soundtrack. I remember one of it is Arrival to Earth and the other parts, I think. But I remember it's Arrival to Earth. And it's great to hear this iconic soundtracks back in live action. It's been so long since we have heard from them. Actually, now that I mentioned it, it's been 6 years because the last night film was released in 2017. So in 2018, the Bumblebee movie, it doesn't show at all. Yeah, it doesn't show at all. So yeah. Next is I like the heart and humor in this movie, and it's well balanced, just like the Bumblebee movie, and I absolutely love it. And yes. So yeah. Next is the screen time for the other body, for the cast. So yes, when I saw this movie, 85% are more focused on the robot cast, and the 15% is on the human cast, which made me happy, and the rest of the Transformers fans happy. This is the stuff that we want ever since. From the 2007 movie. Yeah, sorry if I started I'm drinking water. Yes. The screen time for the robot cast is perfect. I like it, and human cast basically it's called Transformers, right? You must be focusing more on the robot cast instead of human cast. And Stephen Cable Jr. did a perfect job on doing that. And the screen time for the robot cast, which we are all happy for it, and I'm very satisfied about it. Okay, next is Unicron and the Terracons. My gosh, Unicron, the big, giant planet eater, he's amazing. Like, although he doesn't transform in this movie, I'm sorry to say this, yeah, he doesn't transform in this movie, but he only has dialogue and just as you know, he's just a big planet eater, you know. As for the Terracons, they are really scary, to be honest. Especially the freezers. There was one scene which I forgot which part was it. Really jump scared me a lot. The Terracons, which are Scourge, Nightbird, and Battletrap. Wow, they are something else. They are another level. Another level. Yeah, it's a whole another level. Basically a level of a prime. But then it's a Unicron's version, basically Terracons. So yeah. Okay, so next is the references to other medias or shows. Yes, we finally got like a reference, like I said, for Scourge. Basically, he has the reference of 1986 G1 Galvatron being tortured by Unicron. Yeah, and okay, this is somewhat funny to me. This is something that really shocks me a lot. Basically, the voice actor for RC sounds a little bit like the voice actor for Transformers Prime RC. If you hear closely, you can definitely tell that it's almost it's almost near to Transformers Prime's RC voice actor. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, there's a mention of Primus, and there's a mention of Energon. They never specifically mention about Dark Energon, which shockens me a lot. So yeah, yes. I think that's pretty much it for this. Yeah. Like those are the three things that I know for the references, and I think that's all for the first part of the what are the things that I like from the movie. So yeah, moving on is the character designs. Well, Optimus Prime looks great, and the fact that Steven mentioned like someone did as the director Steven Cable Jr. Like whether the face looks like Peter Cullen, and that has made me as my mad respect for the voice actor, because Peter Cullen, who has been a voice actor ever since from 1986, there's a huge respect over there that he got for me. Yeah, Optimus Prime looks great, and he has the Energon X, which I love it very much. But I don't like the hand cannon. He was supposed to have the iron cannon from the Bumblebee movie, but I don't know what happened to it. So they didn't explain it. So yeah, Bumblebee looks great. He looks like more of like Transformers Prime version. A mix, yeah. He a little bit looks like Transformers Prime version. Not gonna lie, but it's just in the old style of the 1996. Yeah. Mirage looks like Mirage. No, he doesn't look like Mirage at all. But then I like the character that he built. And yes, there's actually 3 vehicle forms that Mirage scanned. Basically, there's a Lambo, there's a Porsche, there's a F1, the G1 F1. Yes, he has it in the movie, and which shocked me because I was surprised to see it. RC looks great. Yeah, looks great at all. Wheeljack, we all knew about the Wheeljack situation, but we called him Pablo. Okay, for Pablo, I like the character. In this movie, and yeah, but then the face, the head, I don't like it at all. I mean, okay, at first I don't like it, but now I like it because I don't know why, but then it's somewhat like the character that Steven put in for Wheeljack is great, I would say. Stratosphere, it looks good. Yeah, Stratosphere looks good. This is the first time we have actually, yeah, I'm not so sure if it's the first time or second time. Wait, no, I think it was the second time because Stratosphere did appear in the toys and as well as Dark of the Moon game. And yeah, now he appears in the live action, so yes. Moving on, Maximals, they all look great. All of them look great. Optimus Primal, Link, Eraser, Cheetor, Rhinox, yeah, look great. Terracons, Unicron looks great. He looks great at all. Scourge looks great, Nightbird looks great, Velotrap looks great, Freezers, the Freezer minion, they all look great. And the Scorponok as well. Yeah. The Predacon Scorponok looks great, to be honest. Looks like the 2007 Scorponok. Well, it's just only the head. a little bit I could see it. So yeah, those are the character designs for the robot cast. So moving on, we have is my how would I rate this movie. So yes, for Rise of the Beast, I will give it out of 9. Give it out of 10 would be 9.7 out of 10. So what are the 0.3 things that I don't like? Well, the scenes that are cut from the film. Yes, as we all knew, there was something that's missing in the film, which is basically the dialogue lines. I know they changed a bit, and yeah, from the TV spots, they also change a lot. So yeah, the scenes that were cut, basically, as we all knew, the behind the scenes, there was actually a scene supposed to have Optimus Prime ramming over Scourge through the wall in Peru, which I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on, let me. Basically, there was supposed to be this scene which is this one which I was expecting it to be in the movie, but then in the posters they show it but not in the movie, which makes me sad. Yeah, that like this one is really good. Why you cut this one out, Steven? I want to know. Okay, second ones, the scenes that are cut from the film, which is the transit. Yeah, as we all knew, there was supposed to be a Decepticon. I'm not so sure if Transit is a Decepticon or a Terracon, but yeah, Transit got cut from the movie. Basically, he was supposed to be in the hold on, let me show you this part over here. Like yeah, he was supposed to be in this one, but then suddenly he got cut. But then there was an interview say from Stephen Cable Jr. that the fight scene that Optimus Prime and Transit have is way darker, and they don't want to put in a film, which I can guess why, but yeah. And I mean, it's really upsetting to me and the friends, like he's just cut, like poor Transit. But at least he is gonna be featured in the DVD Blu-ray, which I hope someone put it up on YouTube so that we can watch. And yeah, those are the things that were cut from the film. Second, the characters who are missing in the movie. Yes, I'm talking about okay, let's talk about the Autobots from the first, not from the first, but the Autobots who are from the Bumblebee movie. So yes, as we all knew, we have hold on, let me put up the Bumblebee ending. So yeah, okay, we have those at the end of the Bumblebee movie, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Autobots who are arriving to Earth. So yes, we know Bumblebee and Optimus Prime are on Earth at the end of the Bumblebee movie, and the 3 bots who are in who appeared in the, was it 3 bots? I think either 3 to 4 bots who are in the Rise of the Beast. So we have, it was confirmed that Mirage was one of them, Stratosphere, RC, and Wheelchair. Yeah, actually 4 of them. But there are 3 missing bots who are missing in action. So yes, as we all knew, there was actually Ratchet, Brawn, and Ironhide who are cut from the movie. But then that makes me sad because I was hoping for the three of them to show up alongside with them, but then they just get cut. But I know Braun in the fact that he did appear in the somewhat comic, which was supposed to be linked, but then it totally changed into a reboot. So Bumblebee is the start of the reboot of the new universe here. So yeah, and I'm hoping to see Ratchet, Ironhide, and Brawn on the big screen again. So yeah. Next is the Predacons. I was expecting Predacons to appear in the movie besides of Scorponok. You know who I'm talking about. Basically, Beast Wars Megatron, Dinobot. I don't know which side is he from. So yeah, Black Arachnia, Inferno Wasp. You know the rest of the Predacon cast. I was expecting the OG Predacons cast to appear, but then we only have the insignia badge appear. Hold on. Let me drink some water. I need something. Where was I? Oh yes, the Predacon. So yeah, I was expecting the OG Predacon cast to show up, but then sad to say they didn't appear. They didn't appear at all. It's just only the Easter eggs of the badges that Scourge has on his arms and body. And yeah, which saddens me because it's called Rise of the Beast. I was expecting the Beast Wars characters to show up. So yeah. Next up we have the Decepticons. Yes, Decepticons. Although there was a one toy art, actually two toys, which shows. Actually, there was only one that shows of the G1 style, and that is Megatron. Yes, we all been asking where is he though? Like where is he in this movie? In the Bumblebee movie and in this movie. So there's actually no mention of him at all, which surprises me. Except for the Bumblebee movie, which have his Decepticon mother in there. And when I saw this, I'm like super sad because I was expecting Megatron and the Decepticons to show up as well because in the posters in the merchandise, I think they really show the different factions like the Autobots, Decepticons, actually Autobots, Maximals, and Terracons. But instead, these two factions, the Predacons and Decepticons, they are gone. They went missing. I don't know what happened to them. So yeah, those are the three. Basically, the three factions basically consist of the three factions which are missing in the movie. So yeah, the Autobots we have Ratchet, Brawn, and Ironhide. Predacons, the OG Beast Wars cast, and Decepticons, Megatron, and his armada. So, yeah. The last but not least, the ones that we all been talking about in YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, in every social media, the G.I. Joe crossover. Basically, it happened in the post-credit scene, which actually was shocking and made me mad at the same time. Like, why would you have a G.I. Joe at the end of Rise of the Beast? And it makes me mad at it. Like, are you telling us that you're gonna, if the next movie is gonna have somewhat a G.I. Joe crossover movie with Transformers, you're basically telling us that you're gonna let the humans have their own screen time in more. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, you're gonna let the human cast have more screen time than the robot cast. That made me mad and sad at the same time. If that were to happen, I would, me and some of the Transformers fans would not watch the movie at all. We just like yeet ourselves and move on. So yeah, but if they are doing it, I would not watch it. Me and the Transformers fans, some of the Transformers fans would not watch it because, like I said, you're telling us you're gonna give the human cast more screen time than the robot cast, and I want it to be a separate universe away from Transformers instead of merging together. And that is a stupid idea that I have ever seen in my entire life. So Hasbro, Paramount, if you're watching this, don't let this happen. Okay? I know you're trying to revive the franchise, but I don't see it happening. Although it worked well in the comics, yes, the IDW comics, but I don't think it will work well in the film. Cause remember, in the Bay films, they didn't give robot cast the amount of screen time they deserve. It's called Transformers for a reason, and it's supposed to show the robot cast instead of a human cast. And just don't let this happen. Just don't let this happen. If you're gonna let this happen, that's it for us. We're not gonna watch it at all. We're gonna be mad and just leave the franchise forever. Just make it a separate universe away from Transformers, and that's it. And speaking of which, the Bumblebee movie is a start of reboot, right? Basically, I want this franchise to move forward in a new rebooted universe instead of like going back to the Michael Bay routine, which I don't like at all. So yeah. And then for the G.I. Joe, no, keep it away from Transformers. Yeah, keep it away from them. So basically, just let the robot cast have their own screen time instead of the humans, please. We've been asking for the amount of screen time for the robot cast to have, and this movie, The Rise of the Beast, proven us that it can work, but not the other way around. Basically, like the Bayverse, which allows the human cast to have more screen time than the robot cast. So yeah. Last but not least, things that I expect for the sequels, for the upcoming sequels, if the movie is successful or not. So yes, Megatron and the Decepticons as well as the Predacons. I want to see them in the upcoming sequels. If not, the whatever plans they have. So yeah. Second, no G.I. Joe crossover. Like I said from just now, I don't want to have the human cast have more screen time than the robot cast, and that is unfair because, like I said, Bayfus did that shit. It doesn't work well. It doesn't work well. I'm telling you, it doesn't work well. So yeah, no G.I. Joe crossover if you're here, if you're watching this, Paramount and Hasbro. Okay. Next, focus more on the robot cast. Yeah, like I said, focus more on the robot cast. The character arcs slowly build up to their full potential. Yes. Yeah, have more screen time for the robot cast. That's all we all been asking. Yes. Predacons already mentioned. Before we have like a big Transformers movie, like a team up and stuff. When I said team up, I don't include G.I. Joe because I don't see it I don't want to see it to happen. The G.I. Joe crossover. Move that aside. Let's focus on the Transformers side. So yeah, before we have another Transformers movie, why not let's have a spin-off characters that who have never yet explored. For example, Drift or Deadlock. That could be a good movie to explore more. Next, Drift and Deadlock movie. Basically what I said just now. The Wreckers, yes. I want to see a Wreckers movie as well as the fans. Yeah, the Wreckers explore each of the character arc, basically like the Guardians of the Galaxy style, which we wanted to see. So yes. Next is Decepticon Justice Division. If they were planning to make it happen, because we want to see some solo films, a small group team up, and like I said, the solo films, Wreckers and the Decepticon Justice Division. Basically, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Moving on. Next is have a post-credit scene of Unicron or Unicron, Predacons or Decepticons. Yeah, basically like to slowly build up or tease them at the end of each post-credit scene or in future future films. So yeah. So yes, that's basically much it. So I just wrote down every script in this one. Yeah, I have a paper. I wrote it down just now so that I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I give this movie 9.7 out of 10. So yeah, the three things that I don't like is the. Hold on, let me go back to the papers. The scenes that were cut from the film, characters who are missing in the film, G.I. Joe crossover. And originally the post-credit scene I wanted to see is Unicron or Megatron, because the toy of Megatron, the box art did reveal of his G1 version. Hold on, let me show you. Where is the Beast Megatron. Yeah, this box art over here, which was shown, and I was expecting him to show up in the post-credit scene, but no, they somehow changed the post-credit scene, which disappoints me a lot. But yeah, if you're asking me who died in this movie, there are two characters who die in this movie. First of all, first is Ape Link, and next is Eraser. So yeah, sorry to spoil you guys. By the way, this is spoiler warning to all of you. So yeah, now I think that's pretty much it for the movie review on Rise of the Beast. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like overall, I do enjoy watching this movie. It brings me back to I'm a kid again. Yeah, and speaking of which, what's funny is that originally Rotten Tomatoes was supposed to be 77, but but you know what made me laugh is the this enjoy the movie and and appreciate what Steven gave for us. Like he did a good job in this movie. Like he did the Transformers fans some justice, like showing the robot casters more screen time they deserve. Basically, in this movie, the robot cast carried the movie, which I'm proud and happy about it. So yeah, I hope future installments, like I said, no G.I. Joe crossover, which we all don't want to see because it's gonna ruin everything. And basically, like I said, if you're gonna let that happen, you're telling us you're gonna let the human cast have more screen time than the robot cast. So keep it separate. I don't want to see it happen. Actually, we all don't want to see it happen. If you're watching this, Hasbro and Paramount, just keep it separate from each other. I don't want to see it happen. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's all for today's stream. So I hope you guys enjoy watching in the stream. So yeah. In this stream, there's some spoilers that I mentioned, and sorry to those who have never watched it or who's planning to watch it. So yeah, I have to warn you all: beware of the spoilers that are leaked in every social media. So do watch out for them. So yeah, if you don't want to watch them, just switch to another social media. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So do leave a like, subscribe, follow me on every social media in the links in the description down below, and make sure to check out my second IG account, basically the same name but underscore collection. So yeah, that's where I post my Transformers content. And this stream, which is shown in my main YouTube my main YouTube channel, will be shifted to my second YouTube channel, the same name, Treadshot360 underscore collection. Basically, I want to keep it separated from each other so that I can focus more. Like this main account that I have is only for gaming, filmmaking, music, and the other one is mainly on the Transformer stuff, which I want to focus more. So yes, anyway guys, thanks for watching, and enjoy watching the movie to those who are on their way to the cinema, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace out. Bye bye.